Sorry, I should probably untangle this. Make life a little easier. Let's twist it to make sure. We still have the straws back in. So when let me unplug this.
Blah, 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 blah. Is it good? Okay.
All right. Are you in on this?
Yeah.
You in on some of the... all right.
I'm going to close that. That's we're not going to stream.
What?
We're not going to stream.
We're not streaming.
But I promise you.
Right, yeah.
Personal guarantee.
Live from the Connery Arena in Lynn, Massachusetts, this is J.D. Perry, the voice of the Lynn Jets, alongside Zachary Lucas and Harley behind the camera as we get underway for the Lynn Jets varsity squad taking on the Somerville Islanders. And the action a little bit back and forth so far. Nobody showing domination, but beautiful dig out of the corner and pass out front by the Islanders, taken out of the zone, neutral pass. Nicked in the middle, backhand attempted pass to Mark Post. Goes past him, he couldn't get it, so it's tied up by the Islanders goalie. So, again, J.D. Perry, we are about 33 seconds, or exactly 33 seconds, into the first period, breaking out of the zone. Neutral backwards pass was missed. Cross-ice pass, center taken, scooped up, ridden off the puck by Pedro Lopez. Well, almost picked up, back in the corner, backhand pass along the boards. Unable to clear it, taken weird angle shot. Might have been tipped above the goalie. So to this point, just over a minute into the first period. We don't have any. We have one shot on pass. It was a one shot on net for the Jets, which was really more than anything an errant pass that was missed and saved on net because that's where the pass went. Cross pass. AJ Cook puts it, but unable to collect it in time to gain the zone without being offsides was number 5, Nathan Silva. Offside face-off from in front of the Islanders bench. Mark Post takes it wide, curls, puts a shot on net, unable to get his own rebound in the corner. Center pass was made and went right across the center by Dembro. Back behind the net, scooped up. Center pass attempt, unable to clear. Was the Islanders pass in front, stick lifted. Dembro's stick was lifted. He was knocked down. That's going to be a penalty, maybe a hit from behind. So we are going to have a power play. 13 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the first period. Taking the face-off, we have AJ Cook back and cross to Post on the left point. Normally he plays forward, but for this power play, he is starting on the point. Handled, back to Cook. Shot attempt, may have been blocked, picked up the rebound, unable to put it in from the corner. Is number 16, Jacoby Camo. He's battling in front to gain position. Somerville High School, boys varsity hockey, they are the Islanders. Sent from behind the net, couldn't reach the point, ridden off the puck and falling. So they nice control of the puck. AJ Cook shot from the point, nice hard shot, low wrist shot. Didn't deflect, but that's what. It was a bounce in front of a wide open net. It popped off the boards and over the net. Attempt to get it across the blue line. AJ Cook was unable to, ridden off the puck. Down in the corner was Mark Post, deflected out. Nice play in the middle. AJ Cook couldn't gain control of the puck and was not able to make a pass. Clears into the neutral zone, and that was flipped in by number 5, Pasquale Candelino. Sent, no ice, sent behind the Islanders' net, chase, and cleared. No icing, of course, because the Islanders are shorthanded, so they can utilize the ice in any manner of puck clearing that they would like without penalty. And when I say penalty, I mean whistle infraction. Center pass attempt was missed. Flip back in the zone. Taken behind the net is Sereno. He's looking for an outlet. Stopped. Little confusion. Chip shot was made, but it went over the net. Turned, tough angle, went behind the net. Deep in the corner. Trying to move it out. Yeah, carried behind the net. It's all even now. 5-on-5. Block. Wrist shot attempt from the point was blocked. Battling behind. Sereno. Follow-up check. Ooh, nice outlet pass. Off the boards. Can he get it? Racing for it. Nathan Silva unable to outrace his foe. So it went back into the Jets defensive zone. Cleared to the middle. Picked up. Taken over the line by Silva. Out muscles the defender who tried to hit him against the boards. In front of the net. Still bouncing behind the net. Silva looking. Sends it across. Went through everybody and clears the zone. Pedro Lopez got caught up in the truck center pass, wide open goal. Nice save. Nice save, Nick Danino. The puck was cleared just to settle things down, I think, and that'll be called for an icing, bringing the play back to Nick Danino's right with 9 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the first period. Off to a good start, I'd say, so far. How about you, Zach?
I haven't been watching much of it so far because I've been trying to fix everything over here on our technical end. But from the brief stuff I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a really fun game. A lot of back and forth. I'm excited to see the rest of the game play out.
Excellent. And there, on the opposite end of that, I was looking at the game, so I didn't see Zachary diligently working as he always does. Unfortunate offsides call. The momentum of Mark Post carried him over the line when the puck was interrupted for clear possession and movement over the line. So offside called. Pushed over the line, then moved right out. Shot, low, chippy shot. Back at the point. Wrist shot attempt blocked. That shot again on net. This one right in the breadbasket. Danino handled it with no problem. This face-off will be to Danino's last. So the last previous icing call was actually off to his left, even though I thought it would. Here's a break. Here comes Sereno down on the right, 3-on-1. Cross pass was tipped, so Jojo Plord was unable to handle it. Back to the point, quick snapshot to get it back into the zone. Wide of the net, right in front, redirected. AJ Cook unable to put that on net with much strength, but he did put it on net, and that is better than not. Center pass, oh, Jojo Plord was about to cash in on a really nice hip check, but the play was heads up. Okay, we have a 2-on-2 opportunity here. Moving out. Cook is over the line, out skates and around, outmaneuver. Tries to go through the wickets, unable to, tied up. Little jostling in front of the net. That's healthy. That's okay. You got to protect your goalie. Good shot on net. Yeah, as Zach said, good action back and forth.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been really good so far, and I'm excited. Like I said, I'm just excited to see the rest of this game play out. I think it's going to be really good. I feel once the score goes up, I feel like we're going to see a back-and-forth score tonight. Hopefully.
Being ever the homer that I am, I would rather see the Jets go up and just keep that score up and not have it go down. But, and I'm sure ultimately you would, as long as they win. That's what I'm from. Post takes it over the line, unable to get a clear shot, which is blocked by the defender's skate. Ricochets into the corner, chased down. John Briggs, unable to gain control. Oh, neutral pass. He's flying by the right defender. Shot. Nice save, Nick Danino. Taken out, carried. Pedro Lopez carries it left. No problem. Shrugs off that hit attempt. There's a hip check, open ice. Right. Oh, we see a leg, maybe a hit, cramp. Somebody's down at center ice, number 6 for the Islanders. Taking it out for a long pass into the middle. Post gains control. Okay, maybe not, unless he's calling something else. He is calling something else, which I did not see, a penalty. A little curious because I thought the whistle would have been offsides. Typically, when there's a penalty, the whistle is not blown. It's a delayed call until the team that has offended gains control of the puck, which it didn't seem like was the case there. So here we are on a second power play for the Jets with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the period. One-timer. Yes! Oh, what a shot! Beautiful! Anthony Alessi takes it. I think that was A.J. Cook who made the pass from the left point to the top of the face-off circle where it was one-timed in for a nice goal. Power play goal is 7:19. Anthony Alessi, again, I think from A.J. Cook.
I mean, that was absolutely fantastic. That's one of the better goals we've seen this season, I think. Though I say every goal is its own work of art in the way that it gets done. Face off here. Kind of struggling in the center. Lynn Jets are going to come away with it. Passing it up. Sends it up. Going around the back of the net. Loses it. Getting it back. Goes across. And Islanders are coming back to the Jet side with it.
All right, a little action there. I'm searching so desperately for a lozenge, but none to be found. In the meantime, I'll work pass. Handled, maybe held on to that a little too long by the Islanders player where he had an open man in front of the net. Battling behind, moved back to the point. Wrist shot taken, but wide of the net. Carried out into the, broken up in the neutral zone. Tipped again. Here comes Cook over the line. He gains the line. Couldn't put it past the defender. Moved out of the zone where Sereno bobbles a little off the head of the referee. Not done on purpose. Boy, a lot of slippy sticks out there today. Nice shot. Glove down by Danino. Nice save. Here comes the speed of... Oh, Witten couldn't. Tyler Witten, the speedy forward, the speedy senior, and alternate captain, A.J. Witten, was not able to capitalize on that puck as it moved through the neutral zone, and he almost outpaced his defender. Offsides called. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Jets are up 1-0. Checking over his shoulder, Pedro Lopez looks, sends it back to the other defender. Oh, tipped from in front, but blocked by the foot of Pedro Lopez. Bouncing puck, he moves it out of the zone post. Nice touch pass, Furlong overskated it. Nice defensive work there by John Doyle. Big hit in the corner, clean hit by Captain Furlong. Here we go. Here we go. Speedy Pedro Lopez carrying it down the right side. Battling on that. Gets the shot. Somehow that went through the goalie's pads and went deep into the far corner. Picked up behind the net. Furlong makes the attempt for a centering pass, but that was blocked. Oh, big open ice hit. That was an even trade, but it still was Pedro Lopez who wound up on the ice. Nice exchange there at the blue line. High-intensity game. Outlet pass carried out of the zone. Number 6, Benjamin DiCarlo takes it, drops it for number 5. Tip. Oh, couldn't get that. Tough angle shot. Tried to put it up and over Danino. Carried out. A.J. Cook clears his own. A.J. Cook on the line. Here's a shot. JoJo carrying it. Broke it up. Neutral zone. Open ice hit. Stopped the player, but unable to take advantage of it. Cleared all the way down. It's going to be on net, so no ice could be called on that. Just under 4 minutes left in the first period. Cross-ice outlet pass. Speeding down the right side. Here comes Dembro. His shot attempt is blocked. Oh, bounced off a ricochet. Didn't quite make it back to the defender. Out racing. Here we go. Shot. What a defensive play. Smart defensive play by number 3, Dembro, who made sure to break up the play and not trip the opponent who was breaking down on the net. Had he done that, he's at risk of earning the Islanders a penalty shot. Center pass. Here's Dembro again. He's got to be exhausted at this point. Oh, here we come from the point. Snapshot taken, tipped, deflected. Worked in the corner. Carried neutral zone, looking across ice. Finds him. Tipped. So the shot goes over the goalie. One-timer. Ooh, wouldn't that be sweet for Alessi to get another one-timer? That would have been from the left point. Behind the net, Jojo Plord picks it up, carries the center pass. In front, battle. Nobody gets a hold of it. Dembro again. He's everywhere this shift. Icing called. I think a well-deserved rest for Denim Dembro on this shift.
I mean, Abs, he was playing hard right there, and you could kind of tell when he's in the middle area here in the ice. He looked a little tired when he got the puck, and he got kind of tired. He kind of, boom, threw it over to the Islanders side. But I think the rest of the teams, they're coming together. They're holding it together for him.
I agree. They're looking good. You know what's nice is that they're aggressively pouncing on each and every puck. It's a bouncy puck. It's sort of the nature of the game. I'm sure it's not specific to this ice surface here in Lynn, but it's part of the game. One timer from the left side, saved, I think. Yep, saved. Nice shot by John Doyle. But yeah, Zach, what I do like to see is they are hungry and they're on it. Good pressure. Nice play back to almost to the point. Left winger Jacoby Camo sends it behind the net where it is not gathered by the Jets, so the Islanders are trying to clear it. Back behind again. Outlet attempt. Smothered at the blue line. Kept in. Tyler Whitten attempts to send it, but it's kept out. Neutral zone. Close to offsides, but not. Blocked shot attempt. Behind the net. Somebody lost a stick. Cleared off a weird bounce off the dasher. 3 Jets right there in the neutral zone. Here it comes again. Gains the blue line. Whitten in the corner. Backhand pass attempt. Scooped up. Nice play by Mark Post to lift the stick of the opponent who was trying to clear the zone. Didn't allow it. Here's a shot attempt. A play onto the stick. Backhand shot. Backhand shot by Tyler Whitten went wide. Brought in, looking for an outlet, carrying it over the line. Takes a long shot to get it. Gains the red line to ensure that there's no icing going to be called on that. Good pressure attempt by Kyle Furlong by the breaking out number 6 of the Islanders. He's seen some action today. Benjamin DiCarlo. Oh, nice shifty pass. Carrying it just inside the blue line. Across the blue line is Islanders. I believe that's Islanders number 11, who was able to get a shot on net. Easily handled by Nick Donino. That was Braden Hart. Carrying the puck with confidence at the top of the zone. Somebody's being desperately called off by the Islanders. Reese. I heard Green, but it was Reese. Number 12, Reese Tierney. Face off to the left of Nick Donino. Behind the net. Nathan Silva, nice cross-ice pass. A little ahead of Furlong. He wasn't able to get it. 3-on-2 opportunity. Screen shot, deflected. Furlong, unable to control it. Gets it back. Moved out. A.J. Cook was muscled off the puck in the neutral zone. Or wasn't interfered with. It was open ice, just a little, or not open ice, but nobody was on the puck. Puck was cleared. They're in close proximity of each other, so as a result, no need for any kind of a penalty. That's just the nature of the game. With 8.9 seconds in the first period, there is a Kyle Furlong taking the face-off to the left of the Islanders goalie. Neutral zone, that's probably going to do it for the period, as a little ragtime taken by number 18, Captain Anthony Alessi, who just gets rid of it in order to eat up the last fraction of a second or so until the horn sounds ending the first frame of play. Well, I think we. You have any thoughts to share with us, Zach, as we look into the second one? Please do.
I absolutely have some thoughts, right? Yesterday was the Lynn City Swimming City Meet, and the Lynn Tech Tigers won that. And I was broadcasting it live last night. I had an incredibly special guest that at the time, he seemed cool. At the time, it didn't register to me that how important he would be for today's game. And so when we come back, hopefully I'm going to get some time allotted to me, and I'll take us a little bit away from the game, and I'll tell a nice story about a guy that I now know, who I would say is my friend, who is a friend of a friend, Declan Buckler. He is the 50th in the nation. He plays for Tri-County Vocational High School. He is a goalie and he's a junior. He's incredible talent, and I can't wait to talk about him after.
I can't wait to hear more about it. Well, thank you very much, Zach. We are looking forward to a second 15-minute frame coming up in about 10 minutes or so, and when we get underway, we will call the game and we'll hear a little bit about this very interesting and exciting experience when Zachary called, because you do play-by-play for swim, right?
Yes.
When Zachary did that yesterday, a mere 24 hours ago, maybe a little less.
Probably
A little more? Okay. All right, until then, we will take a break. Welcome back. J.D. Perry alongside Zachary Lucas and Nahali once again, masterful behind the lens, keeping an eye on the game for us as we begin the second period with the Jets up 1-0, looking to increase their lead as we move forward and toward the play-in, potentially the playoffs, without having to play that extra game, depending on how they proceed through the rest of the season. They have 6 games remaining, and to make the play-in, they would have to win 4 of those. Taken out of the zone, but blocked is Tyler Witten. Here we go to gain the line. We have Jacoby Camo hung up a little bit on the left boards. Center pass. Nice defensive maneuver. Heads up. Here we go. Mark Postgaren. Right through the nice shifty move. Takes a shot from the left side. Or from the left side of the goalie, but that shot is interfered with and goes left. Down around behind the corner. Drop back to the point. Blocked into the neutral zone. Broken up by Anthony Alessi. Nice open ice hit. Alessi. Alessi again. Picked up. Carried through the neutral zone. Gains the line. Serino. Backhand attempt pass to the center ice, but that's picked up by the Islanders. Defensive player, actually winger. Post, 1-on-4, trying to get a shot, takes it from an on angle. High and wide. May have been deflected by the goalie's glove. Furlong in post in the corner. Furlong trying to get there first. Neutral zone, big hit, nice hit. Captain Alessi owning the ice thus far. Furlong bumped off the play in the neutral zone. Post battles for it on the blue line. Sent deep. Serino picks it up, carries it behind the net. Looking for an outlet, gets it. Post backhand play to Furlong, touch pass to Nathan Silva, gains the line, gets around, loses an edge, and goes down. Or was he tripped? A tripping penalty is called. All right. Looks like with just under 13 minutes left in the second period, the Jets find themselves in another power play advantage. Behind the net by the Islanders. Caught by Serino, carried, played back to the point, looking across the ice. Post picks it up on the left point, moving, cross ice to the top of the key. Played back to AJ Cook, over to Post, intercepted, and racing towards the goalie for a 1-on-0 attempt. Move, backhand shot that was either blocked, and Danino was in position, carried up over the line. Nice move. Oh, what a play! What a play, AJ Cook. AJ Cook carries it coast to coast and pushes the puck past the one defender who was against him just inside the blue line. Picks it up just south of the top of the circle and puts it through the wickets of the Islander goaltender, giving the Jets a second power play goal and a 2-0 lead.
I mean, that was excellent. I don't think I could have predicted a better goal than that. And, you know, we stay on this trend, the Lynn Jets are going to win tonight, which is always something you want to see. Now, since I've been allotted my time, allocated some time here to talk, I will talk about my very interesting story to some and very boring story to others. And the only time I will talk about the game in the next couple of minutes will be if something major happens, like a hit or a goal. Anyway, so last night, that was a hit against the Islanders. So last night, for the swim meet, the Lynn City meet, I got to talk to Declan Buckler for a little bit. He is top 50 in the nation for saves right now. He plays goalie. He's top 50 in the nation. He goes to the Tri-County Regional Vocational Technical High School. I think that's the name. Very long, complicated one. Longer than
period. Face off. Looks like 3 Jets players are going to the bench. Something akin to piling on. Roughing call, maybe. Looks like we're going to have just one of the Islanders. Seven minutes and 48 seconds left. A little rough. This is what happens in a high-energy game. Things get chippy. The ref, as you probably could hear, was not having any of it. He was calling rapid fire player after player to get out and clear the zone. Clear that little fracas. Calls are being made. Everybody's sort of gathering themselves and getting ready to play. I noted earlier that all 3 of the goals thus far have been scored on power plays. And I then said, and you were away at the moment, lesson learned there is you don't want to get a penalty.
Was the first goal a power play goal?
It was. If you remember, it was a pass from the point, and Alessi was the top of the circle, and he one-timed it.
Yes.
I think that was passed by A.J. Cook. But, again, high energy, this is kind of what happens. You have to protect your teammates. The referees can't see anything, and then where does it end? Yeah, it gets a little chippy, and then, all right, looks like Pedro Lopez is called out of the box, to the utter glee of the Lynn Jets fans, and deservedly so. Pedro's a hard player. He plays hard. He plays strong. He plays intensely. I think it may have been a bit overwhelming for the refs, and that's why they responded the way they did. All right, I'm going to hand it off to Zachary for a moment.
Just real quick, I just want to throw in Pedro is a Lynn Tech TV media. He's a sophomore. So, maybe it points as to why he plays so good. It's because he's in TV media. Maybe. That's my thoughts.
That could be. For sure, it doesn't hurt.
No, not at all.
No doubt about that.
If anything, it helps.
Yeah. Yes. That was, yes. Yeah, I think you made that point. I think, yeah. And I concur, if I may. So that is the action. That is what we see. It looks like, just at a glance, we could be playing 5-on-5. We'll see how the penalties are levied, and based on that, that will dictate what we see for number count on the ice. We're going to be all even, or are we going to have a man advantage for one team, or what? We shall see. Nothing on the board yet, but when the penalties are posted, we'll take a look at that and do with that what we may. So, Zach, maybe now's a good time to get into. I was following up on your story. I mentioned that one of the reasons you brought that interesting meeting last night was because our own Nick Donino has a tremendous career with his pushing the boundaries for maybe closing in on the existing Lynn goal for saves, which is in the 2,000 range. He knows that he's over 1,000 in his career thus far, doesn't know exactly, and he also notes that he doesn't like to count until the end of the season, which I think is a smart move. Yeah. So we're going to get underway in a moment. We have no penalties on the board, so we're all even. So that's a good thing, I would imagine, probably for 2 minutes. Face-off is made. Back to Alessi. Behind the net. Picked up. Sent back. But that play did not make it to Sereno. Center pass. Oh, no, it was picked up. Shot was blocked. Center pass. Here comes Mark Post. Block pay. He picks it up again. Looking at nice toe drag move. Off the skate. And a shot attempt by number 16. Excellent work by Jacoby Camo on the left wing. He and Mark post just inside the blue line on the right side. We're kind of tight. He broke off and almost took advantage. Behind the hit, nothing called. Oh, boy, a cross-ice pass right on the doorstep. But Nick Danino, who was in the butterfly position, denied any goal attempt. Here comes Post, racing to the puck. Smothered and tripped. Knocked down, picked up smartly. Mark Post. No, I can't imagine that he's getting called for that. I cannot imagine that he's getting called for that. Yeah, that's an Islander. Could it be? I mean, it was 3-on-1 right there. He had no chance at anything. So that gives a 2-man advantage to the Jets with 6 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the second period. Battling in the corner, nearly cleared, but saved by Post. Puts it in front, redirect snapshot by Serino. Blocked at the blue line, kept in by Post. Puck is pushed past him. 1-on-3 attempt by the Islanders' number 5, Pasquale Candolino, he's seen a lot of action out there today on the right side. Pushed down and in, but A.J. Cook unable to capitalize on that. From behind the Jets net, Mark Post looking up. Oh, that does not go off his stick the way it was supposed to. Shot on net. Low, but gloved by Nick Danino. One minute and 10 seconds remaining on the Jets power play. Face off to the right of Nick Danino. Nathan Silva. Looks like A.J. Cook is going to take the face-off. Furlong in the middle. Picked up. Pushed out. Oh, no. Too many men on the ice, it looks like. That's going to be a penalty against the Jets. Unless I'm not seeing something correctly. Yep. Oh, that's a painful mistake to make. Tyler Whitten, there's a miscommunication happened there. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. What's going on here? I do not know what happened there. Is that going to be a new penalty on the board? I don't know. Yes. It looked like it was too many men. Oh, I don't think that was done purposely by, who was that? Alessi. Somebody, it looked like he may have sent it back, or maybe it was Furlong. Outlet attempt. Handled. Cook, little ragtime, takes it back into his zone, control the play, eat the clock. Well, it's 4-on-4. I don't know that you want to eat it necessarily too much, the clock that is. Nice attempt on that pass back by Furlong, who stays in there to battle, chases behind the net, or pushes the play behind the net. Between the skates of Serino into the corner, scoops it, sends it behind the net, and chases it. Tries to clear it and is unable to. Kept in, shot is tipped, still goes on net, and Danino saves it. 5 minutes left in the second period. Score is 2-1. We have all even, but in a matter of 18 seconds, the Islanders are going to go up 1 man. And then for a minute and 8 seconds, or rather a minute and 5 seconds, 55 seconds, the Jets will be short. Check behind the net, trying to gain control of that puck. Behind Furlong. Played, shot on net, turn and shoot. Ooh, Alessio, Furlong again. 2 shots on net. Back to Alessi, out to neutral zone, snapped back in. Zone is cleared to waive the offsides as null. 5-4 advantage. Men on the ice. Oh, move on the right side to the Islanders. Center pass. Couldn't get his stick on it. Was Alessi, who was tied up by an Islander defender. Chasing the man out of the zone off his skate to interfere with the cross pass from the neutral zone. Maybe an icing? No, that wouldn't make sense. I'm not sure what that call was. Oh, it was a ref's mistake. He thought it was an icing, but since it wasn't, there's going to be an ice. He made a bad call. Ref's mistake. Nice to see that there is a rule there to allow refs to be human, make mistake, and it just goes to center ice. Turns it into a neutral faceoff. Puck is cleared by Alessi. By Alessi. Chase behind Mark Post. Digging hard. Pressure put on at the right point. Backhanded, sent deep, gathered behind the net. Post still with it. No, is that Post? Hit from behind, nothing called. Oh, that is a travesty. That was a blatant cross-check, but the refs let it go. Oh, that's a nice open ice hit. He pulled back. Another open ice hit. Good stuff, but I see the intensity ramping up again, and we know that here comes some speed on the right side. Sereno gains the play, looks to shoot. Center pass deflected off the defender, but it went over the net. Picked up from behind, center pass tipped. Did not make it on net. Attempt to clear it by the Islanders. Behind the net, Post battling. Strong, carried behind the net. Controlled, looking to center. Controlled again, still. He finds the point, wide open. Can he get the shot off? He does. Oh, rebound! Save, rebound, tied up, in front. Oh, boy, that was moved out of the net by the Islanders. Whistle is blown. We have a Jets player down, and we have all kinds of action behind the net. While we have looks like an injured player, maybe, to the net. What will be called here? Well, I did not see that action, but Tyler Whitten called for something. Two minutes, 27 seconds left. Score is 2-1. Jets are winning, but it looks like they're going to be down a man. Possibly. Maybe not. Okay, so it looks like they matched them up on that. Uh-oh. So now what can happen when the game gets heated like this if the coaches or players are not able to keep in check themselves? Then the referees can call a bench penalty on someone who's on the bench, and then one of those players will have to serve a penalty. Sometimes it's called against the coach, and the player has to serve that for the coach. And
I feel like it'd be pretty funny if they put the coach in the box, though.
Well, again, we have rules for a reason. Not a good sign. Attempt to send it back to the point, but it was cleared. Great pressure. Great pressure by Jacoby Camo. Carried over the line, saved by Danino, able to gather it. So, yeah, what we do have is a Jets penalty and an Islander power play. Nice block at the point. He's pulled down, nothing called. Could have been. I mean, the way they're calling it, it seems like it going to the advantage of the Islanders. Shot from the point, blocked. Nice play. Held up on the line. Mark Post was neutered. Oh, they're getting somebody. Somebody for something. I don't know. Is this an off-ice infraction of some sort? Oh, boy. Maybe a disgruntled fan. Something's going on. Enough to blow the whistle, stop the play. Seems like it might have been something off the ice. 1 minute and 52 seconds left. That might be a follow-up question. If we get a chance to visit with one of the players or two after the game. Face off to the right of Danino. 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the power play for the Islanders. Carried, cross ice from the point. Snapshot, blocked. And saved, tied up. Penalty will be to Danino's left with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the power play for the Islanders. Zach Cook on the faceoff. Back to the point. Snapshot fake. Pass sent wide into the able and ready hands of Nick Danino, but the play moves over into the corner, carried behind, pressure being put on. Oh, almost skipped over the blue line and out of the zone, being blocked. Shot was deflected wide. Almost skipped out. Tipped, but it's still, I think Danino got a piece of it even though it was not on net, technically. Oh, missed. Oh, he whiffed. Or Nick Danino again. So we had decent control, decent puck movement by the Islanders, but unable to capitalize thus far with about 1 minute and 30 seconds into their power play. They have yet to get a clean shot on net. Mark Post taking the face off to the right of Nick Danino. Pressure in the corner, sent behind the net, controlled in the corner, back behind the net. Serino tying it up, 1-on-2. Serino not free, trying to freeze the puck. He sends it up. Post is there. Can he clear it? Nope. He freezes it. Working to freeze it. Serino's there as well. Behind the net, pressure, carried, all even. Shot attempt is blocked. He regains his own position. Oh, Danino gets a piece of it, blocks it, and then it's moved out by the Jets. Moved in the center ice, open ice, check made. Number 5 takes it over the line once again. Danino. Low shot on net. Danino's been smothering each and every one of those. 18 or 1.8? 1.8. Is it possible? This face-off is to the left of Danino. Is it possible for the Islanders to score? Yes, it is. So I think the attempt would be to, so Furlong's gathering the troops. They want to stifle all the action in and around there. Smother, stifle, do whatever you can to tie that puck up. He sends it back behind the net, and the clock ticks off to 0, the sound horns, and the score remains as it did from early in the second period, 2-1. Well, we're going to take a little break, unless we want to follow up, and if you had more to add to the...
I do have a small little something. You know, we were talking about Nick Danino and how he is confirmed over 1,000 saves, he believes, and that made me think of something. TV media was mentioned earlier.
Okay.
I guess Nowhere TV, 1,000 points. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Andy Batista, the Lynn Tech senior on the basketball team, who just scored 21 points in his game yesterday. He's 27 points away from 1,000. He is so close, and we're all excited over at Lynn Tech for it. We're just waiting for him to get it at this point. We're so ecstatic and excited, and we all can't wait, and I can't wait.
So that's the beauty of high school sports is it is a family, a brethren, if you will, even though that goes across genders. It's a community of student athletes, and it's a proud title to hold, and it does the school good, and it does the individual good. So on that note, we will carry into the second intermission and look forward to some more excellent action in the third. All right, thank you.
I want to read it before I watch it. One on top of yep. You got your head. You got your head.
All right, we are getting ready for third period action, and we have a very exciting game thus far. A lot of action, a lot of shots on net. We've had a lot of, I think the best way to put it is maybe excitement on the ice. A lot of that has found players making their way to the penalty box. And in fact, all three of the goals thus far, oh, there's an offsides call. Lost. Assistant captain, number 5 for the Islanders, Pasquale Candelino, lost control of the puck before he was able to gain the red line. Momentum of his teammate carried him over. Puck shoots down. Mark puts the pressure on, but unable to get it before it's cleared. Bounces back into the Islanders zone. Kept in at the blue line. Played deep into the corner by Jacoby Camo, who chases it. Behind the net, he has it. He's looking to center it. Plays it to the corner. Chip pass, one-timed. Saved. Alessi with another one-timer. Shot from the top of the circle by Serino. Rebound picked up, but missed. Back to Serino. Nice stop move. Plays it over to Alessi. Snapshot on net. Saved. Into the corner post. Gathers it. Back to Alessi. Snapshot, one-timer, deflected off the stick of the goalie and out of play. So the face-off is going to be to the goalie's right. 14 minutes even left in the third period. So we're only 1 minute in. And I'm happy to say, from my vantage point, this is more on a personal note, that they've turned the fan on, which is always nice. We have the nice cooling agent directly behind us. Keeps the ice cool, and also the patrons. So here we are, shifty move just inside the blue line, but ridden off the puck by the strength of Pedro Lopez. Deep in the corner, regained, carried. Lopez putting pressure on. Moved Furlong, backhander, picked up on the left side. Here goes A.J. Cook, speedy, left-hand backhand shot, wide and into the corner. Shot taken from the point by John Doyle, but it went wide, kept in on the left point by Lopez. Scooped up, carried, nice move. A.J. Cook chips it into the zone. Furlong battles for it. Pass in front, tipped. Oh, into the glove of the Islander goaltender. Good effort. Nice, smart play. That was, I think, that was for sure Nathan Silva crashing the net. Got his stick on it. It's what you want to do. It just didn't go in. But I will say, Zach, if we see this intensity keep up, I think that's going to bode well for the Jets.
I mean, it's been a very physical game so far, and I think you're absolutely right. The Jets have been all on top of it tonight, and like you said earlier, the Bucks have been very pouncy. They've kept on it.
Trip called, so we have a delayed penalty. If the Jets can get to it, maybe Post didn't realize that. Had he known that, he could have. He has pretty impressive stick handling skills. He probably would have wanted to hold on to that puck and try to buy some time. What they could have done, since they had it in their zone, is they could have pulled Danino from the goalie, because as soon as the Islanders gain control of the puck, the whistle blows and the play dies right there on the ice. So they're relatively safe. They would have had a 6-on-5-man advantage, and could have used that time to get some quality shots on net. Winding up, Mark Post through the neutral zone on the right side, takes it deep behind the net, pushed off the play, but he holds on to it. Still has it. Carrying back, winds around, shot, nice hard shot. Rebound. Unable to capitalize on that. The goaltender was unable to hold on to it, so as a result, the whistle did not blow. That's still a live puck until that whistle blows. And to the credit of the Jets, they crashed the net. They put the pressure on. They've been doing it all day, as Zachary noted. And I said from the outset, they've been putting really good pressure on the play. Oh, that looked like he kept that in. That's a tough break. Looked like he kept that in. Not too bad. We'll be fine. 1 minute, 14 seconds remaining on the Jets power play. Carried over the line. Serino leaves it. Oh, nice try on that touch play by Captain Anthony Alessi. Post handed off the puck by Danino. Tripped in front of the Jets bench. Kind of a tough break for the Islanders. It seemed to be incidental, but what are you going to do? You do want to keep things in control, and what we haven't necessarily seen is all of the calls being made, even the blatant ones. I recall a cross-check on Mark Post in the second period. But you know what? Ultimately, as long as they're fair and even. Okay, so here we are. Play goes and put on the net from the face-off circle to the right of the goaltender.
5-on-3 is big, though. That's really big for the Jets. I feel like this is the time to get a goal, you know? This is
great opportunity. Oh, I thought it was a one-timer opportunity. It was shot. Could have spent a little more time with that, I think. Smart to get the shot. I mean, I'm sort of contradicting myself because I'm such a proponent of getting the shot on net. Get it on net, get it on net. Anything can happen after that or on the way to the net. But when you have enough time, as you said, a 5-on-3 advantage, utilize what you can when you've got that space. One-timer again. Alessi at the top of the circle. It made it through, but that's where it ended. Save was made. A.J. Cook carries it in, turns to the forehand, but the shot is blocked. Center and pass is made. Turn and shoot. Tip! Oh, he couldn't get it in front. Clear is made with 5 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 advantage. That dries up now, so it's a single-man advantage for the Jets. Carried through the neutral zone. A.J. Cook stops at the top. Pass across the post. Was squirted under his stick. 55 seconds left on the power play by the Jets. Nice shifty move by A.J. Cook. Pass in front saved and cleared the length of the ice. Danino slows it down for Post, who carries it behind the net, and he's looking up ice to see if he can find a teammate for a long pass. He loses an edge and goes down just as he gains the red line. That puck is cleared. 25 seconds left from behind the Jets' net. Carried by Serino right through the skates of the defender. Another shifty move by Serino. Alessi. Serino behind the net. Center pass. Oh, he wants that one. He's going to see that one in his nightmares. Nathan Silva is. Oh, what a strong check at the left point. Play. Carried. He's got him open on the point. Will he find him there? No, Serino carries there, holds on. Play in the point. Nice give and go. Oh, a shifty move, but it was too much. A.J. Cook regains possession. Cleared. Tonino gathers it, sent, looking for an outlet. Pedro Lopez trying to find a teammate. Does in Tyler Witten, who's waiting on the half boards. Post carries it behind the net, breaks up, sends it back behind. Back to Witten, who loses control, but he knocks it off the stick of the player. What is this? I hope this is not, that was a clean as could be. I would say that clean as the driven snow check against number 4, open ice, knocked it. Being penalty, now so it looks like the Jets are being penalized for checking, giving a clean open ice check. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was perseverating on the wrong call. Something that was not called. There was, it looks like those, I'm guessing Mark posting the, maybe it was number 5, I think, Candelino, who were mixed up in something somewhat nefarious, we might say, given that they're both in the box. 8 minutes, 34 seconds, match at penalties. No need putting any time on the board for penalties. 5-on-5. Carried out. Nice pass. Will he carry? He moves it up. We have Dembro taking it deep in the corner. Does get a shot on net. Smart play. Smart play to put the puck on net. Anything can happen when you put that puck on net. If you don't put it on net, your odds of getting a goal are drastically reduced. Nice shot from Serino. Gets it on net. I think that was a blocker save that sent the puck into the corner. Back to the point. Snapshot taken. Lopez puts it on. Center pass. Shot. Nice goal, Jojo Plord. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was a beautiful pass. Dembro to Plord. 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third period. Beautiful pass from the corner. Clean pass onto the waiting stick of Jojo Plord, who pumped it into the net without a moment's hesitation. And that puck was so hard, it went in and out in the blink of an eye. An obvious goal, a beautiful goal. 8 minutes and 7 seconds. Plord from, who was that again who made the pass? It was Dembro. I think it was Dembro, number 3. Beautiful play. 8:07. Nice play, Nathan Silva got in front of him. Tip, shot, tip. Nice pass behind the goal line. Couldn't find his point. So Pedro Lopez chases it back. Cross-ice pack D to D, moving it up. Couldn't find his defender. Oh, on the line. Pedro Lopez takes it, holds on to it. Elbow. Recipient of an elbow that, yeah, was, again, the boys are playing. It wasn't that bad. Serino takes a shot, blocked. Serino again, sends it deep. Back to Serino. Gets it in. Oh, a beautiful play to the center. Hard on the ice, looking to redirect. Nice clean check in front of the Islanders bench by Kyle Furlong. Behind the net, Serino stops the play, moves it, reverses direction. Cross-ice attempt made, unable to make it. Late hit attempt was made, bounces off the backboards. Behind is Nathan Silva battling. Furlong looking in there to mix it up. Can ideally come away with a puck or a clean pass to the point. Serino takes a shot, blocked, goes wide and behind the net. Pedro Lopez redirected the snapshot attempt. Hit behind the net. Oh, the boys are playing tonight, no doubt about that. Serino keeps it in, snapshot, redirected in front. Didn't make it to the net. Shot in front, blocked. Following up on the play, as you should, is Tyler Witten, but he's unable to jar it loose or
follow up on the loose puck, one or the other. Good, clean, strong, aggressive, hungry play in and around that net. Excellent action. 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the third period. Jets are leading 3-1, and the faceoff is to the right of the goaltender of the Islanders. That was 8:07, right? And it was Dembro to Plord. Earlier in the play, wrist shot from the point by John Doyle off the butterfly stance, outstretched right pad of the goalie. Sent it to the corner. Again, Doyle. Backhand from the point. Keeps it in again. A.J. Cook trying to stick handle his way out of that little quagmire. Unable to. Kept in. Dembro sends it deep. Chased by A.J. Cook. Attempt to clear is hung up on the ref's leg. Now they do. Islanders unable to get it. Plord sends it deep on net. Cleared aside. Dembro in the corner. Takes a hit. Absorbs a check. A.J. Cook behind the net. Finds Plord. Center pass made. Doyle snapshot. Yes! Through the wickets. Oh, the butterfly stance did not work for the goalie on that one. A beautiful, low, hard snapshot from the point with a ricochet pass from Plord around the goal line. Sent it back to him.
That was beautiful. I mean, that was beautiful. I think that's the best goal we've seen so far tonight. And I said it earlier, I don't want to discredit any other goals. You know, every goal has its own unique way of being an art form. That right there was a magnificent piece of art, though. That was fantastic. I mean, the face-off here. Jets are going to come away with it. Shot on net. Almost had it there. Jets keeping it alive. Another shot. We'll go back to Perry.
Still bouncing in front. It was back to Serino. Another attempt. Bouncing puck. Kind of a quick whistle. In fairness, the ref couldn't see it from his vantage point, and it's his call to make, so that's okay. But do like to see, and I think he's going to cash in. There's 4 minutes, 55 seconds left. The score is 4-1. That last goal was made with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left. The play was off the boards. Oh, nice play. It was, who scored it, the last goal? Oh, that's a tripping penalty going to be called on the Jets. Who made that the last goal? Was it Serino or was it?
I think it was 8. I think it was number 8.
I don't think it was 8. I think it was Doyle.
Yeah.
Was it Doyle, number 9? With a pass from it came from Jojo Plord from the goal line. So he's got a goal and an assist tonight. 4:44 left. We do have a shorthanded shift. The penalty kill unit out here for the Jets. Chasing the puck deep into the zone is Jacoby Camo. Winding up. Put in some serious pressure. Lost an edge coming out of the zone. Mark Post in the neutral zone. Wrapped up a little bit with Islanders number 3, Kyle Antonelli. Backhand clear by Jacoby Camo. Pressure. Wisely, the Jets are putting pressure. Even though they're down a man, nice save. Ooh, that was a risky shot. Risky play. Nick Danino made the save, but he didn't collect the puck. Oh, nice play and save. Turned away by Danino. Fast action. Curled. Winding up just inside the blue line. Shot is on net. Deflected wide. Back to the point. Deep in the corner. Islanders are moving the puck well on this power play unit. Attempt to clear is thwarted at the blue line. Poked. Pressured. Poked again. Mark Post. Nice work. Good work. Mark Post. He is much like a badger out there. Relentless. Tenacious. once again breaks up the play, stops any forward progress by the Islanders, and then, for good measure, clears it the length of the ice. D-to-D pass for the Islanders, trying to move it out of their defensive zone. They do into the neutral zone. Backhanded, picked up by Serino, who carries it behind the Jets' net, where he is hit, moved out. Somebody's got a broken stick? Yep. So what happens when you break a stick in a hockey game is you now have an illegal weapon if you hold on to it. So it is your obligation to drop the stick. Yeah. If you don't, you get called for a penalty.
It's like a mic drop.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fair enough. I was going to demonstrate it, but I don't know. No need to damage school property. And okay, carrying it out of the zone. Here comes AJ Cook. Oh, did he? Yeah, he kept outside. AJ Cook, nice moving. Gets a shot through a crowd. Blocked. So it doesn't make a net. Pedro Lopez keeps it in. Sends it behind the net. Puck is attempting to be frozen, but that doesn't happen. So it's carried out, lost in the neutral zone by the Islanders, and then sent behind. Impossible angle shot does not make it to them. Picked up, does not make it to Danino. Cleared of the zone. Chased. Alessi picks it up and tries to give an outlet pass to Furlong. Goes off the outstretched stick of the defender of the forechecking Islander. So they're still in the zone of the Jets. Finally cleared, but not under Jets control. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the game. The score is 4-1 with the Jets leading. Forecheck attempt. He lost an edge, it looked like, and ended up sliding into the feet of the Jet. Here comes Pedro Lopez. Gains the blue line. Right around two defenders. High shot taken. Looks like that cleared the net. Shot is made on net. Blocked into the corner. Back. Wrist shot taken. Trip called. I don't know if it really was, but incidental, so be it. AJ Cook, who's hustling nonstop. You're going to earn those calls, even if it's really maybe not one. With the hustle, you're going to make action happen, and you're going to make action happen around you, and sometimes that's what you're going to earn. So to his credit, the Jets, with 40.9 seconds, go on another power play. Mark Post controls the faceoff. Back to Alessi. Slap shot blocked in front. Jojo Plord carries it, controls it at the point. Nice play to the corner. Good strong pass, but is skipped over the stick of Mark Post, who controls it, sends it back. Jojo Plord, nice stick work. Back to the corner again. Plord to Post. Post in front. On net. And Dembro was... is it fair to say encumbered? If you're unencumbered, you're free. Footloose and fancy free, maybe. He was tied up, by the defender, so he could put the play on net. Post wins it. Oh, nice touch pass to Serino. Takes a wrist shot, blocker save deflected to the corner. Nice play in front. Wait, I am very impressed, I have to say, with the poise. Of course, they have a 4-1 lead in 40-second power play. But, boy, what a nice game played by the Jets to take this win as they work toward their playoff or play-in, certainly tournament berth, with only five games remaining in the season, in the regular season. Do you have any thoughts or comments before we break and then look to come back and speak with some of the players in a few minutes?
I said at the beginning that I was excited to watch this game and I was excited for what was to come. And I tell you what, I wasn't let down, not a single bit. I think the Jets played amazing. I think they kept the pressure on Somerville all night long, and I think that really speaks to the team's ability, and it also speaks to the team's chemistry. I think they did a lot better than we've seen from them recently. I haven't seen their away stuff, but I know, their record is negative right now. But one game close to them getting it even and then getting it positive. I said, I don't know if it was on the mic earlier, but we talked about the record. They were 6-8, right? Now they're 7-8. I told Mr. Perry over here, hey, by the end of the season, we're going to be 12-8. And I think, and he responded with, that's what he wants. That's what the team's plan is. That's what my plan is too. I want to see that happen, and I want to be here for it. So I'm excited for that. And like Perry said, we're going to come back for our interviews. Do you have any final words before we do that?
What's any final words for me? Yeah, I'm on board. Ditto, I guess. Yeah, I agree, and I'm looking forward to more action. All right, we'll take a pause right now. Right now, did we take a pause already? Okay, we've got a final of 4-1. We want to thank everyone before we cut to that from Lynn Tech, especially those at the helm, Mr. Hussey. We have, of course, Principal Fred Gallo and Athletic Director Adolph Gratial, and who else should I? And of course, Zachary and Harley here. I mean, Mr. Barrasso naturally, and
Mr. Perry.
well, that's me. Thank you. But we'll be back. We'll pause for a moment, and then we'll rejoin you with a few words from some of the players.
We will be back then. That's good.
All right. So let me know. You're on. Okay. We are post game, and I am standing alongside Captain Anthony Alessi from Salem. Played a tremendous game. First 2 goals tonight, right?
The first one. I only got one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, only
Well,
one.
I took the wrong. I'm sorry.
I only got one.
Okay, I took the notes wrong, but
Yeah.
I can't see everything.
I always take an extra goal, though.
All right, very nice. And the last goal, am I right about this? Went to John Doyle on playing defense today. So what I'd like to do, just briefly, I did speak with a coach after the game, and he's pumped. He was pumped before the game. But he noted that you guys, for the first time in 7 years, have beaten Greater Boston League teams. Earlier this season was Everett, and then tonight with Somerville. So my question first to you, Captain Alessi, is what is going on with the team to have you playing at this level?
Honestly, nothing's changed with the coaching. It's just been the skill. It's just been on an uprise. Every so often, we've just been getting a lot better and better. And it obviously shows. We used to beat Somerville 4-1. Last year, we lost them, 8-1? So, it's obviously showing that we're putting the hard work into practice. So that's about it.
Yeah, well, that is as obvious as can be because you guys, and I noted this last year, and this was part of your trajectory, is that you guys hustle. You never give up. You never gave up. As frustrating as the losses might have been, as tight as the games might have been, as iffy as the officiating might have been, you guys always are putting forth a strong effort. My question to you, Mr. Doyle, what's up with the medal?
Big goal late in the game. Worked as a team. Could have gone to anybody.
Very diplomatic. You definitely deserved it, though. But, yeah, there were a lot of worthy contenders out there today. Great work from everybody. I do want to ask, what are your thoughts after such a win for the rest of the season? Your record now is currently, or now after tonight, 7-8.
Yeah.
So what do you think for the rest of the season?
Honestly, this will be a momentum shift for us. We've had a couple bad games. This is a really good uprise for us. So it should hype the boys up, and we should be able to transfer this to the next games against Rem. So
Who's that against?
Revere, Everett, Malden.
Oh, yeah, you've already played them, right? How are you feeling about that?
I personally was sick that day, so you got to ask him about that.
All right, what do you think?
I think if we play a full 45, we should be able to come away with a good game, good win.
All right, and what are the odds of that?
I think if we work hard in practice this week, it'll be pretty good.
Awesome. Excellent. Your coach has got to be proud of all you've done. You've got to be proud of all you've done. We've asked the previous players that we've talked with, how is the chemistry on the team? It seems pretty obvious that you guys are clicking, you communicate. Is there anything special that happens, especially when you've got maybe some calls that don't go your way? It seemed like that was the case tonight. I know that very obvious, and this is just one of several, cross-check against Mark Post in the corner there. But to your credit, nobody flew off the handle or did anything that they shouldn't have to warrant any further bad calls or what have you from the refs. When you see that extra challenge out there through the refs, what's your mindset?
I like to talk to the refs, and obviously it sucks for us, but he told me just leave it alone, don't even try anything. So I think we're just trying to honestly, we're trying to better the team. So why go in the corner just because your buddy just got hit? He's not hurt. Only time it matters is if he got hurt. That's about it.
Excellent. I like to see that discipline when it plays out. What are your thoughts?
Just couldn't retaliate today. Your teammate gets hit, let him make the call.
To your credit, guys, you're playing smart hockey. You're playing intense hockey. It's very exciting. It's a joy to watch. It's nice to see you guys come away with the win. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Can you tell me where and when the next game is?
February 7th.
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
At Everett.
I think that's a 7 p.m. game. I'm going to do my best to be there. I don't know if we'll be able to get the camera crew out there, but if we can, we certainly will. We definitely would like to get, before the season's out, the regular season, some away games as well as home games. You guys are doing a great job. Are there any parting words?
No.
Fast physical hockey, and that's what we live by around here.
Love it. Guys, keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care. All right, you guys. Nice work. All right. Thank you, guys. Anthony Alessi and John Doyle. Great game tonight, guys.
Thank you.
You got it. All right. That's it.
we have, it's myself on behalf of Narhali Behind the Lens, and with the excellent
Extraordinaire, as some might say.
Zachary Lucas. I want to thank everybody for viewing, and Mr. Hussey and everybody else who does such great work. Thank you all, and until the next time, we will see you for Jets Hockey and Lynn Tech and the other schools that represent the Jets. This is J.D. Perry. Good night.
This is Zachary Lucas. Good night.
Thank you, Narhali.